Okay, let me let my brain process. Okay, 100 divided by 10. Let's see. If I have 100 and I divided it.
Oh, they try to keep it kind of like something like being like
Hold on. Yeah. Power washer that you can run off any small body of water. This shit.
I just see it.
No, I feel like every time you come in here, you always mess with somebody.
I said, what's up?
So I see your face, my mood just go down.
I'm just getting on the bathroom. I said, what's up? I don't want to leave while we are.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Just chill, bro. Just chill, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to. What are you talking about, bro? Don't do that. We got to watch out, bro. You ain't on me, bro.
You got shit on that ass. You ass. Yeah. Oh shit.
You can wash your hands. You can wash your hands. Hey, y'all. You got me from the store. I got some snacks. Not to eat all my doggone snacks. Got some juice too. Ain't gonna cut up some cheese. Yo. These are snacks. Man, who like a lot of honey water?
Me, daddy.
I know you know what I mean. Who like a lot of chill? I don't know. Nani?
Hey.
Yeah.
We joined that guys, which we did. We're looking at the claims now, estimate the start, which we did. It will accept 4 claims, $half for another place, which we don't have. And then once we're done, we're going to press the form. And it's going to save up to the color.
Almost, not the almost. At 311. This much. 800. All right, 800.
$425 now.
After we did your test, halfway to your test, I said no. I was lower than 1,000, but actually closer to my guess.
Oh, here's a plastic penny that we into this world of money. Not me, man.
Maybe we can catch that.
You're made with a penny for your thoughts.
My thought is we're at 640 and it's looking like you were probably right. I was probably right.
The rest of these places look nice.
Thank you so much.
Right, you want to guess again, Dave?
Yes. So if we have that much coin left, my new guess is still lower than you.
That's a difference. Hold on this one. You're right. Yes, one.
Higher than 1,000. That I would leave it because I guess you better than you.
Okay.
Higher than
90. Every time we hit another 100, well,
You got great.
granddaddy.
we have projected lines of water.
I'm just gonna keep counting for a few minutes. Just like it's for all. Remember, I guess it's not. I have to do it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That would be awesome.
Yes, some spare change. Check the check.
See if we can make it 2, 2, 3.
These so amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you got some more throwing again. You gotta hit. You got some button again. Oh, we're getting closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. So that's what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6 feet, and I'm watching your first run. We're at 5. We need a nickel. One nickel. One nickel. See if you got that nickel in your purse. Ready? One nickel. One nickel. We're gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4. Say it again. Shift on the nickel. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What an amazing amount. I cannot believe that. That's the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
Alright, let's separately see.
Okay. And then we gotta see it. And then they'll give us cash. You're not ready. printed receipt, we can see exactly how many pennies, 5,326 pennies. We have 38 dimes. We have 4.
Waiting for y'all. Oh, she breaks targets and she does that too. Big supervisors. One hand from getting it in, she kills all the character. Get ready. Get ready. Goodness. Goodness gracious. So what do you rate the combat out of 10? I'm gonna make a comment. Yeah, I kind of live a proper galley band too. So, yo, they got the good man back on the big jacket and this skirt and leprechaun boot. Back here, man. Boots nice shit. So I'm like, hey, man, I'm gonna go down boot. Get that there, man. Damn, let me do it. I don't know. It's that time, man.
Appreciate that. I don't know why. Maybe I was tripping, bro. Bro, I'm literally spamming the goddamn my parachute button, man. Shit. Oh. They say this pizza's better than delivery. I partnered up with DiGiorno's to see if it lives up to the hype. It's cheesy and loaded with toppings, and that fresh baked flavor is next level. Gooey cheese, meaty. This is perfection. And the best part? No waiting an hour for delivery. This is fresh baked in my oven in less than 20 minutes. This is perfect for your next date night. En el aeropuerto del San. I came in the motherfucker. My baby mama cooked some motherfucking meatball last night. Hey, look at this shit. I'm talking about what a ball is. I just knew this was the meatball. Like, you about the dumbest motherfucker. But look, she just buy anything. Organic vanilla bean. And banana chips. What the fuck? Motherfucker just get too much motherfucking money. You just buy anything. Your motherfucking ass, that motherfucker roll anytime by that goddamn. That ass on that motherfucker, goddamn. I don't know why I be need more than one wife, goddamn. But females get on my goddamn nerves, goddamn. Look at this. Just buying shit. Look at this. Motherfucker buy a box full of chips. Like, that the motherfucker. They just start with that nigga, like, goddamn.
My wife was on the way to James Harden. One way, one. Mayweather, Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady or Red Bull. Tracy McGrady. McGrady or Clay Thompson. McGrady. McGrady or Luka. McGrady. McGrady or Ray Allen. McGrady. McGrady or Allen Iverson. AI or Devin Booker. Devin, Devin Booker. Devin Booker or Kobe. Kobe Bryant. Why you rock on McGrady so much? Because if McGrady ain't there, he would definitely be like one of the greatest of all time, like in the Jordan, Kobe talk. Yeah, he did everything. Dwayne Wade or James Harden. Dwayne Wade or Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady or Red Bull. Tracy McGrady. McGrady or Clay Thompson. It's not bad.
Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And how about we check the numbers for him?
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine and Williams up in the forward position. The guard set is Giddey and White, and it's Vucevic in at center. And for the Knicks, we've got Anunoby. Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Rain Man, and it's Bridges in at the 2. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Now here's Towns, out to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Off target with his 3. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, well, we thought maybe they would pull that one out, really just mounting an exciting comeback in that third quarter, but it just wasn't enough to get them across the finish line.
Here's Giddey. Shot clock at 3. It's rebounded by Towns. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against Atlanta. Hart, that's good.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete, can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot it makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who is guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways. That'll be fun to watch tonight, guys.
All right, David, thanks. And here is Giddey. After Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, you can see the long, lanky frame of Josh Giddey on display.
Already one of the best passers in the NBA. Josh Giddey. DB, what's next for him?
I think the only thing that has to improve is the consistency from range shooting. It's such an important aspect for a guard to play. But he's shown a willingness and a found confidence in that perimeter game. And let's remember, Kev, he's in his early 20s. There's so much time for development.
Here's Giddey. After the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. White, good.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Here's Rain Man. Towns in the corner. Three-pointer traps in the tray. Towns has got 5 minutes.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, with the Knicks, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Now, here's Hart. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. On the wing, Bridges. Towns a screen on White. Bridges misses. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They trail by 3. Pass to Levine. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Not just a jump shooter. Levine is very capable on the interior.
New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Giddey. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, the pull-up jump shot of Josh Giddey is going to be hard to guard, folks. 6'8" and really long.
Here's Rain Man. Giddey defending. And Hart has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the jam by Levine.
You can see the 2-time dunk contest champion skills on display. Mr. Levine, we see you.
The kick out to Towns. Here's Rain Man. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. No good on the 3. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. White the pass to Levine. Vucevic against Towns. And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Here's Rain Man from outside the arc. Rebound by Williams.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Levine kicks to Giddey. White the pass to Giddey. Levine wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Levine's got 7.
Levine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
With the putback, and it's hard on the follow.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Giddey sets the pick for White. Misses the 3. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Rain Man. Towns a screen on Giddey. Really left alone that time. Rain Man's got his second bucket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Williams. Still without a basket. Vucevic. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hart. From outside, off the mark. Bulls trail by 4. Pass to Giddey. Outside Williams. Back to Giddey. Levine looking around. Good D by Anunoby.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, they call him Rain Man, and in the last game against the Hawks, had a huge game. He scored 45 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Devin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy.
Changing it up here. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Rain Man. 5 points in the game. Bridges outside. Back to Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. Bulls trail by 4. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Smith. Torrey Craig is out there with Terry. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. And it's Dosunmu in at point. Knicks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Rain Man. Pass to Brunson. Brunson down the lane.
Boy, nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Vucevic comes in for Torrey Craig. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Terry. To the inside. Here's LaVine. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. LaVine's got 9.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Rain Man. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Chicago has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to LaVine. Vucevic setting the pick for LaVine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition. Boy, you have to love how Jalen Brunson orchestrates this offense. So good at getting the ball where it needs to be.
LaVine for 3, scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's Rain Man. The shot misses. Great D that time from Vucevic. Bulls have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Pass to Dosunmu. And here's Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he comes up with the deuce.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Horton-Tucker, the pass to LaVine. Over Bridges. LaVine, that's good. LaVine's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Shakes him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Cameron Payne's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Chicago also making some changes. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Smith. Kobe White comes in for Horton-Tucker. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Dosunmu.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Vucevic finds Giddey. The kick out to Williams. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Rain Man with the bucket.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a three-point game. And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Pick by Vucevic from the arc. Giddey no good. The Knicks have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. It's a tie game in New York. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
One thing that's kept them close, putting in work on the offensive glass. They're feasting on second chances.
Yeah, they've been active, and they're playing with intensity.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine. Strength, condition, I'm not going to say diet because I'm not on a diet, but all the things you weren't thinking about when you were in school.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's White. They've got Rain Man. Anunoby out there with Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Yeah, he gets them the lead at the free throw line despite the one miss.
Here's Rain Man. Fires from deep. It's good, and it's his sixth make against 11 attempts. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Vucevic a screen on Anunoby. LaVine can't hit.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Hart. It's up a three. Rebound by the Bulls.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And it's in there.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Wants to get it to Giddey, and does.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. Just 4 to shoot. Good on the three-point shot. Levine's got 26 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Rain Man. He can't hit that time. White with the defensive effort. Chicago leading. Outside, Levine. Giddey the pass to Williams. Back to Giddey. There's a killer two-handed slam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
The Bulls leading by 3. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
To the middle. And it's Vucevic missing. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Rain Man. 21 points in the game. Hart with a screen on Williams. Here's Rain Man. Drains the three-pointer. Rain Man's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Vucevic finds Williams. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Anunoby outside. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Off target from outside. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And it's White missing. New York's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Here's Rain Man. And the layup's good off the glass. Rain Man's got 29 in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Vucevic. Levine against Anunoby. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Rain Man. He has 29. Now, here's Bridges. Here's Rain Man. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Giddey. Now White. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Rain Man. Giddey defending. Now, here's Anunoby. Here's Rain Man. The 3. Hart, no good. Bulls trail by 3. Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. Giddey against Anunoby. Stolen by Anunoby. Here's Hart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, there's a toughness to Josh Hart. You don't mess with him.
I can't. It's just, how the fuck you take me out?
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Rainman. Hands it from downtown. Rainman's got 18 points just in the second half.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a really tired defense.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Jalen Smith is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Dosunmu. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. And it's Carter in at the point guard position. Shot clock at 6. Dosunmu, the pass to Craig. Rebound by Rainman.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Here's Horton-Tucker. And again, Chicago. No good. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Mikal Bridges checked in for New York. The Bulls making a change here as well. Zach LaVine's checked in for Javon Carter. Here's Rainman to take the lead. It's taken away by Smith. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Craig. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. With the drive, back to Beasley. Pass to Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Horton-Tucker with it. Smith with a screen on Bridges. Horton-Tucker, the pass to Dosunmu. Chicago needs to get a shot on. Hits the three-point bomb.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Rainman. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Horton-Tucker. Bulls moving the ball around. Smith scanning the floor. LaVine. Beasley with the rebound. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Rainman. Defended by Dosunmu. Here's Rainman. The 3. Sinks the triple. Rainman's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Chicago has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And New York making a change here. Hart's checked in, so Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Williams comes in for Torrey Craig. Whitey's checked in for Horton-Tucker. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Dosunmu. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Giddey. And no good that time. Bridges with some nice defense. Here's Rainman. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Next foul, number 14. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, Levine. Down low, White. And White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Nice defense from Giddey. Bulls trail by 3. Inside, here's Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Towns.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Here's Rain Man. Giddey defending. Hard against Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Bridges. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Levine for 3. Knicks with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
That one drops for him. Rain Man's got 44.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Anunoby against Levine. Vucevic setting the pick for White. And again, no good by Chicago.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Fred on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Vucevic's screen on Anunoby. Levine dishes to Vucevic. Bridges with some nice defense. The Knicks leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Hart over Williams. Rebound by Williams. Chicago's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. White inside. He's against Bridges. Williams a screen on Anunoby. Down low. On the wing, Giddey. Cut it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Wow, Josh Giddey might be young, folks, but a fearless, big-time bucket right there.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
There's the pick. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. Hart finds Anunoby. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Bridges. Another shot. Good.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreak.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And Chicago has possession. Pass to Giddey. Fires the 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Watch that bitch.
Here's Vucevic. Can't connect. So it's New York picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would.
No way you do that, bitch. You lose my life.
It's official. MP with one of the best rookie seasons ever. Good win. Let's keep it going. These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet it down. The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
There it goes.
Yo, I was thinking we hit that Korean barbecue spot after the game.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
legit, man.
It's open late, too. Hey, what's up? Everything good?
I'm guessing by the look on your face, you know what I'm here to talk about.
Somebody gonna fill me in?
Show 'em.
Oh, I know he didn't say that. About you, he about to unleash the dragon on that boy, I'm telling you.
Before we go unleashing any dragons, I would like you to seriously consider the impact your words will have on your teammates and the organization.
No. You just think about how your teammates are gonna love it when you call this dude out and you back it up.
You are an amazing player, clearly MP, but some things don't work out that way.
They do if you're MP, okay? All due respect, Donna, my client right here knows how to compete.
Hey, just let her talk for a second, Patrick.
Okay.
Floor is yours.
Responding to something like this will put a target on your back. You are familiar with the concept of bulletin board material?
Of course.
Trash talk is fun. I get that. But when you make it public, it can fire up the other team. And it can anger your teammates if you can't back it up. You're a tremendous player, MP, but this is the NBA. Everyone is extremely talented, and some things don't work out the way you want them to.
Look. On the other hand, if you put that bozo in his place after calling your shot, that's something all teammates will love. Okay, look, I may not be in the NBA, but I understand the psychology of sports, okay?
And that's also true.
Thank you. So what are you gonna do, man?
Don't worry about it. I got this. I got it. know I had to say something to him. Yeah, standing on business. You already know, yes, sir.
Not what I would have done, but you are your own person. I just hope for everyone's sake, you can back it up.
It's not an issue, Donna. I got this.
If we lose, I don't want to see even one photo of the two of you at Korean barbecue. The optics would be horrible. Are we clear?
Yeah. MP, you sure you got this?
Don't even worry about it, man. You know I got this. All right, man.
Take a picture of me and shit. So we did that.
Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions. But tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Well, tonight is a huge game. These are two of the best in the league. And MP has total focus on one thing, helping his team come up with a statement win.
And the vibe right now from MP, you get the sense that he's a little frustrated with how they've played recently. They've suffered some painful losses. Beating the best teams in the league is something that is very important to him. He's focused on turning things around and figuring out a recipe fast to win against the elite teams in the league.
Now, New York starting five. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Rain Man in at the one. This one for three. He buries it from three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. White on the wing. To the middle. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attack the rim.
Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by White. White with the steal. And they're running. Brown passes to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Tatum with a screen. The three is up. And Drew Holiday gets a three.
Well, if you look at Holiday's three-point numbers, they're more than solid. It's an underrated part of his game.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute, and he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive, but when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Holiday after the basket by New York on the other end. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. White banked it in off the glass.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. He's shown us throughout the course of this season that he's at the top of his rookie class, so it's no surprise to see him in the top spot.
And there's no doubt he's the top contender. I'll be shocked if he's not lifting the Rookie of the Year trophy later on.
Yeah, a rookie year can be unpredictable, but he's consistently stood out from the crowd.
And what a drive by Tatum, striking suddenly and slamming it in before the defense can get in his way.
Here's Rain Man, coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. Tatum pulls it in. Pass to Holiday. Outside White. To the inside. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The shot by Rain Man, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And look at that reach. I mean, Towns just saying no.
Rain Man, that's good.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Holiday against Bridges. White. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Knicks trail by 4. Here's Rain Man. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Pass to Brown. Holiday with the ball. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
All right, Coach, we're headed down the home stretch here. What's the mindset across the league?
Well, it all depends on where you are, Brian, in the race. If you're in playoff contention, then you've got a natural motivator, and that's where you're focused. If you're a team that's out of the postseason picture, you're probably already thinking ahead to next year.
1, 2, 3. Cancun. Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Achua's checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for Anunoby. White, the pass to Horford. Outside, Brown. Horford with it. Here's White. Kick out to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. White with a screen on Hart. And here's Brown for 3. And it's Brunson with the rebound. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Rain Man. 16 points for him. It's Bridges on the wing with his first shot attempt. And he buries his first look.
Oh, so solid from the mid-range. Bridges understands when to rise up from there.
Now here's Brown. A great scorer, averaging almost 26 a game. There's 1:59 left now in the first quarter. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Rain Man, the pass to Achua. Outside Hart. From behind the arc. Drills it from deep.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Boston with some change.
I always take down anything.
So it's Boston now. On the court right now for the Knicks. OG Anunoby out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Rain Man in at the 2.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room, and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
To the paint. Here's Hauser. The Knicks with the rebound. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Rain Man in their last game against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He added 61 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. He's perfect from the line this time. And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 6-point game. Last time they met was in New York.
They lost the battle of the second units the last time these teams played and lost the game. Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Here's Tatum. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 3. Bridges right side. Three-pointer. And again, New York with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
So both teams making some changes here. Outside Tatum. Ooh, rocket finish from Tatum.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Rain Man, that's good.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And here's Tatum. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. Pass to Hauser. Three-pointer. Drains the triple. Hauser's got 6.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Now Payne. Here's Rain Man. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Tatum. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Anunoby. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Porzingis,
and he banks in the layup. He's got 5.
I think Holiday knew there'd be some contact here, so he was ready to outwork it.
Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by White. Six to shoot. Towns a screen on White. He's feeling it. The shot by Rain Man, no good.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Rain Man. 25 points in the game. There's a screen. For 3. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Brown inside. He's against Bridges. Out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Horford, he's checked in for Jason Tatum.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
White for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. White's got 7 points.
Well, another assist in the career of Holiday. We've seen him run point for a long time.
Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by White. Puts up a 3. Rain Man, that's good. Rain Man's got 12 now in this quarter.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Brown with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Holiday passes to Brown. Horford, a screen on Beasley, and here's Brown for three. Rain Man grabs the board. Rain Man's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. With this break, let's bring up the teams who've been clicking offensively over the last month. Number 1, the Knicks.
Well, their offensive efficiency has been incredible. It's why no one wants to play them right now.
McBride, he's checked in for New York. Here's Rain Man. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown passes to Porzingis. Now Horford. Outside, Brown. No good on the 3. For New York, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. From downtown. The shot by Rain Man, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Porzingis. Over Achua. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Brown. He's got 6.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And they get it back. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
If you do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
White with it. Beasley covers. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
And credit to Holiday for keeping this offense in rhythm. He does a great job spreading the ball around.
Here's Rain Man. And he's got 28 now. And the jumper is on the mark. Rain Man's got 30 points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Beasley against Brown. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
It'll count. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
What an ending to the first half. A buzzer-beating 3 to take the lead.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Knicks out in front. They're up by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. Trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of airport toilet paper now out of my head. Chasing guys off the arc would be the first thing I'd recommend. Airport toilet paper?
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
You look at the Celtics. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. So it's the Knicks now. The lead is 2. Here's Rain Man. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to talk it over with his guys. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Let's see what's up. Everybody's third.
Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5.
I don't know how they do it.
You want to see me in that great barbecue spot after the game? Yeah, it's over there. It's over there too. On the other piece, you also Celtics and Derek White. That's
You made the right choice.
strong side of the season too. I was thinking about doing that. Whenever you jabs that first, you're not gonna let me get my first rebound. Okay, that was gonna be the choice. Oh wait a second, I'm wide open.
It seems like you really like.
Honestly, it's just trying to
Fuck it.
Down low. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Now here's White. Shot clock at 6 with the drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Here's Rainman. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Rainman. Launches it. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside, Brown. Outside Tatum. From outside the arc. Jason Tatum. He's a sharpshooter.
And nice shot by Tatum. Answering the 3 from the other end.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. Outside White. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3.
Yeah, great defense from Bridges. His coaches and teammates appreciate his energy.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Rainman. He's got 36 points. Hart with a screen on White. Rainman, the pass to Hart. White with a steal. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Connects from downtown.
Hey, sometimes it's your night. White's number keeps getting called, and he keeps coming through.
Here's Rainman. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Boston shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Well, if you ask me.
First free throw attempt of the game here.
Line for the Knicks. Anthony Towns. At the line for 1.
Celtics trail by 3. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Brown scanning the floor. Pass to Springer. With the teardrop. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. New York has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. The 3. Fires in the triple. Rainman's got 39. 8 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Brown for 3. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Knicks up. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. So on the floor for New York, they've got Malik Beasley, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Campaign, and it's Rain Man in at the 2 guard. On the take. Outside Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. Boston with a rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Brown passes to Horford. Here's Springer. Inside. Here's Cornette. Over Payne. Cornette can't hit. Knicks leading by 3. Down low. Beasley outside. There's the triple. The shot off that time. And the Celtics shooting about 47%. A nice number. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And yes, another basket.
Once again, he's hit the 40-point mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he's moved into 3rd all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan did it an incredible 37 times back in 1987. But that mark has been passed. What a special year this guy's had.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Rain Man. Horford covering. Rain Man, the pass to Towns. Here's the pick. Clock at 6. Payne with the bucket.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Outside, Brown. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Brown's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants their game plan to be... Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by White. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Rain Man. To tie it up. And the 3-pointer goes. Rain Man's got 44.
And they've been relying on his 3-point stroke all game. And he doesn't let them down when it matters most.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. It takes a special player.
All right, let's get an update on Jason Tatum from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Thanks. I got some news from Boston's head athletic trainer. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. Nevertheless, determined to battle through it. As we see, guys, he's already checked back in.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Yes! All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
White for 3. Oh, nailed the triple!
What a confident attack by White, finding his shot on the move.
Here's Rain Man. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're trailing by 4. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
And there's the intentional foul.
Yeah.
No choice but to...
I'm sorry, bro. I can't